Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to On Point Politics. And today we are looking at something extremely historic in American politics. Today we are looking at Donald Trump being guilty on all 34 counts in the hush money trial, which has never happened before for a former president in the history of this entire country. Right now, we are seeing a jury in Manhattan, New York, reached a verdict in the criminal hush money trial of former President Donald Trump. Trump was charged with falsifying business records related to a 2016 payment to porn star Stormy Daniels by his fixer Michael Cohen. Trump is set to face President Joe Biden in November's presidential election. A New York trial, a New York jury on Thursday found former President Donald Trump guilty of all 34 felony charges of falsifying business records related to a hush money trial payment to porn star Stormy Daniels by his then personal lawyer before the 2016 election. Trump is the first former president to be found guilty of any crime. His sentencing was quickly scheduled for July 11th at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. That is 4 days before the beginning of the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee, where Trump is set to be formally confirmed as the GOP's presidential nominee. Guys, they're putting him. Guys, they're trying. They're sentencing him 4 days before the convention. Trump, who remains free without bail, faces a maximum possible sentence of 4 years in prison for each count. Trump's demeanor did not change during the reading of his verdict. His son Eric Trump looked angry after the jury foreman repeatedly said guilty to each count as it was read. The 12-member jury deliberated less than 10 hours over 2 days before sending a note to the judge Juan Mercan saying that they had reached a verdict. Before the announcement, Trump and his lawyers, prosecutors, and reporters expected the jury to be dismissed for the day at 4:30 p.m. Guys, this is insane because you know what's quite funny about this is that fine, you know, the American system, we have a justice system, whatever. The problem I have with this is that they could have done this at any point in time. They could have done this in 2016. They could have done this in 2017. They could have done it in 2018. They could have done it in 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022. They waited until right before the election to do this. And on top of that, he is outside of the statute of limitations on this case, on almost all these counts. He's outside of the limitation on this. Apparently, Joe Biden has tweeted something on X. I'm going to go ahead and look at that really quick. Let's see what this is. Let's see what's going on here. Apparently, there's only one way to keep Donald Trump out of the Oval Office, at the ballot box. Donate to our campaign today. Wow. 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 This is insane. This is honestly, guys, this is insane. This is actually insane. This is crazy. This is insane. That wow. The fact they put this out right after is so disrespectful. It's so disrespectful. The disrespect to this is insane. This is disrespectful as hell that they did this. It is so disrespectful they did this. Wow. Incredible. Wow. 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 Disrespectful as hell that they did this. That is crazy. That is insane. Wow. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And you know what's the funny part about this? This is right before, guys. Guys, right before the verdict. I'm going to show you guys this. Right before the verdict, we had a poll in New York. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys this. We had a poll from New York come out right before they even said they had a verdict that has Biden up in New York by 6 percentage points. He's up by 6 percentage points. 6 points only. And this was before the verdict. An Emerson College poll, not a Trafalgar poll, not a McLaughlin poll, a Emerson College poll has Trump ahead of Biden, or has Biden ahead of Trump by single digits in the state. He's up by 7 points here. By 7 points. When you include the candidates, Biden sits at 44, Trump's at 38. That's a 6 point margin. This is absolutely ridiculous. The fact that there is a poll that has Biden only ahead by 6 before the conviction in New York, right before the conviction, is absolutely insane. This is insane. But look, it's the thing is, Red Eagle just tweeted, Trump will likely appeal this and avoid jail time. Best thing that the left can hope for is that the convicted felon label sticking. But once again, I don't think it changes anyone's minds. It's like the left calling him racist or a threat to democracy. It exposes the corruption in the justice system, banks on the American people being brain dead. We must fight and win in November. Make it backfire. Well, the thing is, what's actually quite funny, you know what's funny? It is that, guys, Trump, it was already ahead in the polls. And I'm gonna break this down for you guys because a lot of people don't understand this. Every single time that something legal has came up for Trump, the aggregate starts favoring Trump. Every single time. Look, in here, we come to 2023. As soon as we get to around here, we're basically around March when they first indicted him in New York last year, the polling average went up for Trump. And then Biden kind of took the lead, and then we come up, and then right around the mugshot, right around here, right around the mugshot, right after the mugshot came out, boom, Trump surged. And then he enjoyed a massive lead, especially in the beginning of January. We come around, and then it was getting closer and closer. And the second the trial started, boom, the aggregate, look, and he was tied. He was getting close. And the second the trial started, boom, up again. Every single time, every single time, every time that something legal has come up for him, he goes up in the polling. Every time. He gets a boost. And now he's guilty on all 34 counts. Now, do I think this is going to change things? Yes. Now, am I going to sit here and claim that I know if it's going to sway it to Biden or to Trump? Honestly, I don't know. But every time that something legal has come up for Trump, he gets boosted up. And so what I think is going to happen now is that Biden's going to suck up a lot of third party voters. I think a lot of liberal voters that would have voted third party are going to come back to Biden. But Trump's turnout may in fact be a lot higher than initially. His turnout may be significantly higher than before. His turnout may be way higher. Look at this. Look. Look, literally today. Look at this. It is absolutely insane that this is happening. And now, well, it's not before the debate. It's before the Republican National Convention that they're trying to do it. They're trying to do it right before the Republican National Convention, which is very convenient timing that they're doing it there. So now I think Biden's going to suck up a lot of third party voters, but Trump's turnout's going to be higher. So now my gut tells me that more than likely we'll have, the red states will be red. They're still going to be red. I still think those are going to go Republican. I expect Trump to gain with African Americans. I expect him to gain with Hispanic voters, but I will expect him to lose support with the white vote at large. I think he will probably lose support with white voters. And what's going to happen is you're going to see the suburbs continue to trend left, but the rules are going to continue to trend right. But Hispanic and African Americans would be the saviors of Trump's reelection bid. If we look at this, now I expect California to be safe. I expect Washington to be safe. I expect probably most of the northeastern states to be safe. New Jersey and Delaware are probably still likely. Same thing for Oregon. Same thing for Colorado. Same thing for Illinois. Iowa and Ohio will probably be likely Republican, as well as Texas and Florida. Now, you're going to see Alaska possibly narrow up quite significantly because they are a little bit very weird, and I think the conviction may sway a lot of people in a state like that. We're going to see Maine's first probably still be safe Democrat. You're going to see Maine second probably below 15 points. If we go ahead and look at this, we probably will see. Now, with the poll in New York, what's actually funny is that Biden's ahead by 6 with third-party candidates. If you apply the polling error from 2020, which was 6.3, Biden actually loses the state of New York with the same polling error from 2020 with that poll. So Trump would win it by 0.3%, according to that polling error. Do I think Trump's going to win New York? Probably not, but I think it may be under 5 in now. I think it's under 5. I think that New York is going to have such a big shift because of this, and I generally think that it's going to shift leftward by quite a bit because of this. You're seeing a lot of people here affected by immigration. You're seeing a lot of people here affected by an economy that's not working for them. And with all of this going on, everybody's going to be like, what the hell? Like, there's so much stuff going on, and this is what you guys care about? Come on. North Carolina's probably likely. I'd expect Georgia to be a likely Republican state. Minnesota probably goes lean Democrat alongside with New Hampshire. Now, not going to lie, I think New Hampshire's probably a likely state. I think it probably ends up being likely. I think Maine at large would probably be lean. Or maybe, that's a little bit iffy. Maybe it's lean. Then Nebraska's second, I think would probably stay Democrat. You're going to see New Mexico probably vote Democrat. Virginia probably as well, which puts Biden at 226. And then now you have the swing states. I think Nevada would still go lean R. I think Arizona probably even goes lean R, possibly tilt, depending on the circumstances. And then the Rust Belt is the tricky part. I think that Trump probably takes Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. I think he does probably get them. And you're going to see right now 312 to 226. That's what I think. That's my gut instinct for this. Now, could I be wrong and the polls he may increase, or could it get worse? I mean, yeah, sure. But this is what my gut tells me what's going to happen. This is what my gut tells me will happen. Now, I think Trump's going to really run it up with the black vote in certain places like Georgia and North Carolina. I think he's going to run it up in Michigan and Pennsylvania, but I think the white vote nationally is going to get a lot closer. Is going to get a little bit closer, and I think that's going to push states like Minnesota, Virginia, New Hampshire, New York Democrat, considering the fact that the whites it would basically be that. Now, I will get to chat in a second. If you want me to see your chat 100%, go ahead and leave a super chat. If you guys want me to read the chats, and if you want me to see your message, just drop $2, $5, $1. I don't care what it is. Just drop it. I would still appreciate it. But if you want me to see your message, it's easier if you send a super chat. Now, we go ahead here. I'm very curious to see how the polling unfolds in the next couple of days. I'm very curious to see how the polling goes. Now, if we go to demographic, let's go. What would it take for the states to go red or blue, right? Let's see what happens here, right? If we go over here, we're going to see more than likely the 18 to 29-year-old vote does get significantly closer. I think that this would be one of the demographics Trump improves in by quite a bit. I think he would improve with this margin quite significantly in this scenario. I think now 30 to 44-year-old voters are probably going to shift Republican, but not by as much. 45 to 64-year-olds are going to shift Democrat, and the senior vote probably ends up shifting quite a bit to the left. So now Trump barely wins. And then you see college educated voters probably shift towards Biden, but definitely not by as much to Trump as it would have before. Non-college, you probably see that become super Republican. You're definitely going to see a huge shift with the non-college vote to the right. Now, the female vote's probably going to get really Democrat. I expect it to probably be D plus 19. The male vote, I think, is going to get more Republican. Under 30K, you probably see them get more Democrat because I feel like the Democrats are probably going to appeal to them with government programs and things like that. And then you see 30 to 60K probably ends up trending Democrat as well. 60 to 100K probably ends up getting a little bit closer. I'd see that going a little bit Democrat, and 100K or more, you probably end up seeing them trend a little bit Democrat. So you end up with a tied popular vote. Now, with African Americans, I expect Trump to probably get around a little bit over 20 now. So I think he probably ends up getting, it's probably going to end up going down to, let's say, plus 60. Now, with Hispanics, I think Trump actually gets within reason here. I think he gets close. I think he gets really close here. I think it's going to be really close that he gets. He gets really close to the Hispanics, but he's not going to quite win it. And I think with the white vote, it's still going to go Republican, but I think it is going to be significantly closer than before. And that basically, in the long short, pretty much gets you a 312 to 226 electoral college vote victory. That's basically what you end up getting. And we'll look at the margins and kind of fill them out on the electoral map here. James Nation ENT, just letting you know that I didn't unsubscribe. I don't understand that. The judge has earned a comfortable oh man. Andrew Garcia says, yeah, I guess we'll find out when. We've had a revolution and civil war, perhaps an American ballista day will come along. Not saying that to be a good thing. There's a lot of, it's only the MAGA people that will be convinced to vote after us. The average Joe and independents are less likely to vote for him now. What do you mean for Trump? Yeah, probably. I think you're gonna see a very polarized electorate now. I think that Trump's turnout's going to go up, but I think unfortunately Biden's going to be able to retain a lot of support now because of this. I think he's going to be able to retain a lot of support now. And so if we look at the demographics on here, we're going to be able to look at this really quick, but essentially you're going to see, and I actually might as well update my model in real time now. Anyway, I may as well update my model right now. Just to go ahead. We may get a VP pick pretty soon now, considering that this is happening. We may get a VP pick pretty soon. We may end up getting one fairly quickly. We may end up getting one very, very soon. This is James TV Nation. I was a moderator on your channel. I made a new channel. Okay, let me give you, hold on. Let me give you mod then. There you go. You should be good now. Let me look at chat really quick. I'm going to go ahead and do that before I update the demographics and whatnot. So let me let this load really quick. Guys, make sure if you are new, make sure to go ahead and like the video and subscribe to the channel as well. Make sure to go ahead and follow the Twitter and join the Discord server in the description down below because we are going to be covering a lot of different things today. I know we hit 12,000 subs, but this is a little bit more important than that right now. And so we're going to be looking at, and so pretty much, guys, if we look at this, right, like now these are the demographic margins, essentially. Leaders Talk Podcast is in here. Yo, so what does this mean? Leaders Talk Podcast. So we don't know exactly if he's going to go to jail or not. His maximum sentence per count is 4 years. So there is a possibility he does. However, there's a lot of people talking about how that he may be able to appeal this and he may be able to, somehow avoid it. So we'll see. We'll see what happens, but definitely definitely it is pretty it's a pretty unprecedented event. And honestly, tomorrow I am going to put out an election prediction. However, I'm not exactly sure. I mean, I'm going to put out an election prediction tomorrow, but we'll see what happens. Eric Wade for 20. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I think the election will be tighter than some of you recent analysis suggests, but this verdict will galvanize Trump supporters and turn a lot of libertarians. He'll still win. I mean, I think Trump's the favorite to win the election, but we'll see. I mean, either way, it's gonna be pretty hard to see if the Secret Service would even let that happen. Like, I think it's gonna be really messy to see him go to jail. It's definitely a possibility. However, the chances of that I think are they're realistic, but it's not 100% guaranteed he's going to go to jail. Now, do I think that the debates are going to be bad for Biden now? Yes, because now Biden could go out there and say, "Oh, well, you're a convicted felon. Ha ha ha. You're a threat to democracy and this and that." And Trump could just hit him with, "Then why'd you cancel all your primaries? Why'd you cancel all the debates for your primaries and you couldn't debate your other candidates even though you're the president of the United States? Why do you have to have all this set on your own terms?" Like, Trump could literally just hit him back, no problem whatsoever on this. Like, it is not the slam dunk that they think it is. It's really not. It's really, really not. Now, I'm going to go ahead and update this in real time. I'm going to go ahead and update this in real time. I'm going to be updating the demographics model on this. So, hold on. Let me go ahead and actually, let's see. I'm an independent and I'm still voting for Donald Trump. Well, that's fascinating. All right, so give me the margins. If if the if the left number is higher, right number, give me the number right is bigger. The left number, give me positive. Or actually, yeah. Yep. All right, so we're going to be this is a very sad day in America. Can he even still be a candidate now? He will still be on the ballot. So that's probably what's gonna happen. He probably he probably will still be on the ballot. I don't think he's gonna be removed from it. Okay, I'm confused now. Is it every 4 years count or four max years? No, it's maximum 4 years for every count, which is crazy. I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds ridiculous. It sounds nuts, but yes, that's actually yes, that's correct. That is actually correct. I know it sounds crazy, but that's correct. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. But what usually happens is they do all the counts concurrently. So I guess they group it all together. Can we do a vote for the election state by state? I'm not going to do that right now. I'm still going to be going ahead and looking at the election model and kind of see what that's looking like right now because I have to update the demographics after this. I definitely have to be updating the demographics since this, historic event occurred. I saw that a verdict had been reached and I was like rushing back from the gym. I was like completely rushing back. Guys, for the people who just joined the stream, we're kind of going over the effects of the guilty verdict in the New York hush money trial. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to like the video, subscribe, make sure to go ahead and follow the Twitter, join the Discord in the description down below. And if you are free to do so, make sure to go ahead and send a super chat if you want me to see whatever question you have, whatever statement you want people to see. I would greatly appreciate the support as well. So, we're going to be basically putting these in order, and I'm going to be updating the demographics portion as of right now. Give me all the margins in this order. So now we're going to be updating all the margins as of right now for the demographic model, and we're going to kind of compare this and see what happens, essentially. So his maximum sentence, just to see, for you guys to see this, his maximum sentence in prison is 136 years. His max prison sentence is 136 years. You know how crazy that is? That his maximum sentence is 136 years? That is, dude, like, that is insane. That's actually, like, wow. I can't believe it. Like, that is so, yo, That's so disrespectful. That's so disrespectful. Like that is wow. That's actually like that's hilarious. That is oh my, wow. It is crazy. Dude, that is actually like that's so messed up on so many levels. Like wow. Wow, it's incredible. It really is. It really is. Now, we're going to be importing the demographic model now, and we're going to be kind of going ahead and looking at this and see exactly what the election is going to be looking like now with these new demographics put into place. We can see here we're going to go ahead and input the data, open up the chart, and we're actually going to look at the US popular vote for this and see where it actually stands. Right now, Donald Trump is ahead in this by, I believe he gets around 49.8% of the vote. Biden's at 48.3, so 1.5 plus 4.5 is 6. So that's what we're going to be using to figure out all of these. So we're going to basically get all of this, plug it in over here. So let's go ahead and plug in all of these margins. And now we're going to do O 142 divided by 6. It's literally it. And then everything gets plugged in. And these are the final results according to the current polling numbers. So things could change. Things could definitely change, guys. So just letting you guys know things could change, but it seems like none of the results have changed. Everything has basically stayed exactly how it was before. Still Trump through 227 to 211. New Mexico's barely going to Biden now. So clearly the Hispanic vote did improve. But you can see the margins in Texas kind of got a little bit more wonky. Michigan's down to 7.3. We see over here we can see, for example, Illinois is a 7-point win, Colorado's a 7-point win, Alaska, 18-point victory for Trump, despite the popular vote being 5.4. So you can see that the state is shifting now 100%. Guys, if you anybody that's new in the stream, we are going over the current prospects of a guilty count for a guilty verdict for the 2024 presidential election for Trump. So if you guys are watching this and you guys are new, make sure to go ahead and like the video, subscribe. Make sure to go ahead and follow the Twitter and join the Discord server in the description down below. We talk about politics. We have a huge community and we love to add people right now. And so if you guys want me to see your comment, if you guys want me to answer any question that you have, make sure to go ahead and send a super chat so I could see it. I'm going to be going through chat now. Voting Trump again from Florida. Trump Country says, I love YouTube. Space Mario 2 says, really funny if Trump were to be elected in jail. I mean, that would be kind of funny. No, 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 no. The justice system doesn't work like that. It will be concurrent. All served in tandem just 4 years. I mean, don't tell me I have a brain and not go support Trump like a brainwashed baby. Can you can these guilty verdicts be overturned ASAP? Well, it's not going to be so easy. Bro will have to live for 213 years to finish. What's scaring me is if he gets locked up, will he be guarded by the same ones that guarded Epstein? You know, guys, that is a very concerning thing. Some hypothetical, let's say hypothetically that Epstein oft deleted himself. Let's say hypothetically, he hypothetically deleted himself, right? And so so that's the part that's concerning for me, and I think that's one of the reasons why they really really want to do this. Hyper Rewind says 5-way Emerson poll puts Biden at +7 in New York. No, it's actually +6 in New York. It's not even 7. It's actually +6 in New York, which is crazy to even think about. That's the case. It's only my channel name is super long because I wanted it to be Trump is losing all the swing states. Well, imagine if Trump loses by an even bigger margin this election. It would be pretty crazy to see that. Looking forward to seeing how the first U.S. president to be elected from jail. I mean, it's a pretty unprecedented time to see this occur. It really is, and we're starting in the next couple weeks. We're gonna get polling data. It's probably gonna take about a week or two for the aggregate to adjust from the event for new polls to come out. So you're not gonna really see any new data reflected from this until a little bit after. So We'll see what happens, but it is looking very, very interesting right now. It is looking extremely, extremely interesting. Don't Trump's donation site has crashed from being overrun. Guys, it is guys, Trump's donation site has crashed because so many people tried donating to Trump. That is actually insane. That is crazy. Wow. That is insane. So many people tried donating to Trump that wow. Tristan Tate says, "Rip United States of America, 1776 to 2024. Whenever Trump gets indicted or he's unjustly treated by the justice system, he gains in the polls. It will be interesting to see how this shakes out. It's true a conviction isn't an indictment or a mugshot. We've seen a mixed bag on how much this impacts the race given polling data. I do expect a wash. Maybe Biden gets a slight bump, but there will be likely Trump but it will be likely be because Trump's share drops a little bit, but it will likely be temporary. If anyone was undecided, this likely isn't moving the needle for them. But I wouldn't be shocked to see if this boosts Trump a bit as well. If there's any isn't any change in the polling, hopefully this motivates the base to donate, volunteer, and do whatever it takes to serve the real justice and verdict this fall. I mean, we'll see, man. Oh boy, here we go.
This was a disgrace. This was a rigged trial by a conflicted judge who was corrupt. It's a rigged trial, a disgrace. They wouldn't give us a venue change. We were at 5% or 6% in this district, in this area. This was a rigged, disgraceful trial. But the real verdict is going to be November 5th by the people. And they know what happened here, and everybody knows what happened here. You have a Soros-backed DA, and the whole thing. We didn't do a thing wrong. I'm a very innocent man, and it's okay. I'm fighting for our country. I'm fighting for our Constitution. Our whole country is being rigged right now. This was done by the Biden administration in order to wound or hurt an opponent, a political opponent. And I think it's just a disgrace. And we'll keep fighting. We'll fight till the end and we'll win. Because our country's gone to hell. We don't have the same country anymore. We have a divided mess. We're a nation in decline, serious decline. Millions and millions of people pouring into our country right now. From prisons and from mental institutions, terrorists. And they're taking over our country. We have a country that's in big trouble. But this was a rigged decision right from day one with a conflicted judge who should have never been allowed to try this case, never. And we will fight for our Constitution. This is long from over. Thank you very much.
Why should voters vote for a convicted felon?
Are you going to drop out?
Did he say something back?
Why should voters vote for a convicted felon?
Are you going to drop out? You believe in the rule of law? You trust the jury? Are you
Wow. Wow. So why should voters vote for a convicted felon? Of course, the first thing, that's what a reporter said. Wow. Oh, man. Wow. Wow. Oh, man. Yo, honestly, if there was ever a tape of Trump using the N word, it wouldn't affect anything because most people would probably think it's just AI, and it probably would be. Also, his black numbers would probably go up, not down. Little does Biden camp know that Trump has the pass anyways. Oh man, that okay, that's kind of funny, but either way, just to get back on track. Well, so yeah, Trump's donation site is down. It's completely down. Literally, it's completely down. It's completely down right now. Wow. Oh, look at what his son said. Oh man, look at his son. Such bullshit. Wow. 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 Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Gibran Zalazar for 2 says complete bullshit. Gonna donate $100 to Trump right now. I mean, oh boy. I mean, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, you guys are free, but I mean, that's crazy. That's a lot of money, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. I am even more confident that Trump will win. Yeah, me too. That's just shaking me up. I mean, guys, I think that this is really gonna. I don't know, man. I don't know. We're gonna have to wait for polling data to come out. But my gut tells me that he still wins. My gut tells me he still wins, but it's definitely gonna be a lot like 2020. Like the election's gonna look a lot like 20. That's what my gut tells me. Again, I could be completely wrong. Trump could gain in the polling. Trump could go down in the polling. Like I could be severely wrong. Who knows? Who knows? I could be severely wrong. But I think that Donald Trump more than likely ends up gaining. I think he's gonna gain in the polling. That's what I think realistically would happen, but my gut tells me it's gonna be closer than what I have it at. I still think Trump wins, but I definitely think it's gonna be a lot different than before. I think it's gonna be a lot different. I don't think it's gonna be the same. I don't even know if maybe Illinois goes under 15. Maybe Minnesota votes lean Democrat, but like, and maybe Maine and New Hampshire, but that's about it. I think it's gonna come down to the wire. You could even see. I mean, actually made a video on this the other day. I actually had Arizona going to Biden in this scenario. I had Arizona going to Biden in this hypothetical scenario. So I don't know. I definitely my gut tells me that this makes the election closer. However, we'll have to wait for polling data. I have to wait for polling, but we'll see. We can see here 287. We're gonna check. We're gonna check chat right now and see what's up with chat. Currently we're gonna be able to see here 290 concurrent viewers. Thank you for everybody tuning into the stream, guys. If you are new to the stream, we're kind of going over the effects of a guilty verdict for a Trump for the Trump trial. If you guys are new, make sure to go ahead and hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to go ahead and follow the Twitter and join the Discord in the description down below. Eric Wade says, got a jet. Keep up the good work. Thank you, my friend. We will need to wait for polling to update. Yeah, 100% we're going to have to wait for polling to update. My gut tells me Trump wins 312, 301, because I think Arizona is going to be really iffy now. That state's been trending to the left, and it's known for being very anti-Trump. So we may have to kind of see what happens there. Colin Giles says, "Hey, on point. Can you do a video of Trump won all 538 electoral votes, all 50 states, and national popular vote? The with the national popular vote interstate compact. I don't know that. I don't think that happened." Ryan Miracle said, "I feel like it won't hurt him as much or at all, especially considering most people who care about the law are mostly Trump voters. I do think he can make gains from this verdict with voters. We'll see." What was your thoughts on this conviction? I mean, thing is, I just don't understand why they had to do this on election year. Like, they could have done this any year. A lot of these charges are outside the statute of limitations, and it's just very, I don't know, this seems very fishy to me. Vote your conscience, but I don't think this conviction is legitimate. So every jury that finds him guilty is what paid off. I'm definitely doubting he still got my vote, to be honest. Well, we'll see. It is very conflicting. I think this is gonna really make this is bringing back 2020 vibes to the election 100%. I think this is definitely bringing back the 2020 vibes for sure. That's just my feeling. I think that it's gonna bring back the 2020 vibes 100%. Kristen Calkin says, I have a family and I will not raise them in a third world country. The jury was given copies of the rules of the courtroom, making their decision much tougher and giving the prosecutors an advantage without stating a crime he committed. Oh boy. GDR says, can Trump still run for president? He will theoretically still be on the ballot. So he technically is running for president still, as of right now. He technically is running for president. Now, what I am going to do really quick. Wow, see, look, even PBD is actually about to start too. Everybody's going in on this. And now you're gonna see Let's Talk Election say Trump's gonna lose Florida. He's going to lose North Carolina. You're going to have all these people going out there saying that he's doomed, that he can't win. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I think it's going to be, it's definitely a little bit iffy now. I think we're going to have to wait for polling to update 100%. We're going to have to wait. We're gonna have to wait 100%. Okay. Well. I think that LTE and all these people are gonna go raving about saying, "Oh, he's doomed. He's uneluctable. He can't win." But I don't know, man. I don't know. I think that I think that this is going to aggravate a lot of people. I think that it's definitely going to cause a problem for Biden because I think Trump is 100% going to get over 75 million votes now. He'll outperform his 2020 margin now. Before I wouldn't have said so, but now I definitely think that he probably I 100% think now he probably has a good shot. I think he's got a good chance. 100%. I think he's got a good chance at winning I think he's got a good chance at outperforming, but now I feel like a lot of Democrats and liberals are gonna stick to Biden now. So it's really iffy. It's gonna be really, really iffy. It's gonna be pretty iffy to see what happens, but we're going to be obviously covering it over the next couple of months and see how everything truly unfolds for this cycle. It is going to make the election a lot more interesting, and this is what my gut tells me what would happen if we do it, like as of now in this scenario. I think Biden would probably pick off Arizona. You'd probably see a lot of white suburbanites move to Biden. You'd see a lot of the McCain types probably stick to Trump. And this is probably what you end up seeing in Arizona. Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania will probably come down to the wire now. But that's what my gut tells me. Again, I could be completely wrong. The polling data may get better for Trump, may get a lot worse. Now, guys, if my predictions show Trump losing for whatever reason, because of the polling data, because of my model or whatever, please don't get upset at me. The whole point of this, I make it known what my political affiliation is so that people don't have this conversation. Oh, is he this? Is he that? Oh my God, is he this or whatever? I just put it out there so people know. But my job is to be objective with my election analysis as much as humanly possible. And so if my model starts showing Trump losing the election for whatever reason, don't unsubscribe. Don't do any of that because the whole point of my channel is to be as accurate as humanly possible. Even on the other last stream, Texas 23rd Congressional District, Brandon Herrera barely lost against the incumbent Tony Gonzalez by 1.4 percentage points. It was down to the wire. I said Gonzalez was going to win by 7. Everybody else said Gonzalez is going to win by 15 or 20. Forget it. I said 6, 7 points. Even giving Gonzalez the benefit of the doubt. I was still the most accurate forecaster that night for a race that happened right then and there, and I hadn't known too much about it. So we will definitely we'll definitely see what happens. But this I don't think is going to be a good look for Biden. I don't think it's going to be a good look for Democrats. I think it's going to really mess up Biden in New York. I think the state there's a statistical possibility that the state could trend hard to the left. You may see a possibility where the state does actually go under 5 points, and you see like New Jersey likely. Like you're gonna possibly see a weird map. You may get a scenario where the map is looking really bizarre. Let's see what Discord is saying. Oh man, people are going nuts in here. Essentially, everybody is basically going nuts. Everybody is going nuts right now. Everybody is basically going nuts in the Discord, and everybody's in the VC. I mean, I'll probably hop in at some point. I'm not exactly sure, but man, this is absolutely crazy. This is absolutely insane. PBD is starting at literally in a minute, so he's about to start in about a minute. Moana 2 teaser trailer. Wow, that's crazy. Wow. Oh boy. See, it's all look, it's everywhere. Everywhere. Look at that. Everywhere. It's literally everywhere. Wow. Incredible. Wow. Oh, look, Trump protesters outside. Oh, man. Wow. But yeah, guys, right now, this is what my gut tells me happens. I think Trump picks off the Rust Belt. I think he loses Arizona. He gets Nevada, Georgia, and North Carolina. The polling there has just been too Republican for Biden to probably even get those. I do believe in the rule of law. This is just making it brutal to keep supporting him. I'm torn. Only gonna make him stronger. Know the power in his name. Trump 2024. Jeff F says Trump is from New York, so you're saying he's corrupt as hell, as well with that gross generalization. Oh, I think he's talking to somebody else. Oh, I guess people's messages are being retracted. I don't know why. That's probably being censored. I do have like a basic moderation for the chat, so if you guys are saying cuss words or something, it's probably automatically gonna be not shown. It's probably gonna be it's definitely not gonna be shown. So man, but this is gonna really upend everything. This is definitely going to upend the whole election right now, as we all know it. This is definitely gonna cause a bit of problems. 100%. 100% it's going to cause problems. Guys, if you are all new to the channel, if you guys are all new to the stream, we are covering Donald Trump's guilty verdict in the hush money trial. Make sure to go ahead and follow the Twitter in the description down below. Join the Discord server. Make sure to go ahead and subscribe. Make sure to go ahead and like the video. We are going to continue to stream for a little bit. And make sure to go ahead and leave a super chat if you want me to see any of your questions, any of your comments that you may have. Make sure to go ahead and drop that as well. I would greatly appreciate it. I may release a election prediction today. I may drop it today. I don't know. We'll see. I may leave in a bit and I may drop an election prediction. Who knows? But definitely this is pretty big. This is big. This is pretty big, guys. 100% this is huge. And PBD is starting right now. This is huge, guys. Now, there we go. All right, the mic is back. There we go. Sorry, I guess the cable got a little bit loose on the mic. But all right, guys, sorry about that. I know that my audio went away for like a second, but I am back now. Yeah, I'm back though. I'm good. I'm good. It should be working now. It should, yeah. I'm on OBS. It says that I see the audio waves. I checked before and I was trying to talk and I didn't see it, but I didn't notice. So, but I should be good. Yeah. So everybody, damn, like 40 people left, but it's okay. Hold on. My stream is also lagging a little bit right now too, so give me a second, guys, right now. Okay, well, can everybody like all right. All right, okay. I think everything is good right now. So we're going to continue the show as of right now. So why Arizona? Well, the problem with Arizona is that it's already been a left-trending state. It voted for the Democratic candidates in the midterms by quite a bit. It is a very anti-Trump, kind of area of the country in general. And so I kind of suspect that more than likely you will see a scenario where Arizona does in fact go Democrat. I think that's possible. You may even see Michigan go in that column. Michigan may go. One of the Rust Belt states may stay in a certain direction, but we will be waiting to see what happens on election night. This does definitely upend a lot of things, though. Definitely causes a lot of problems, 100%. And if we look here, nothing's going to really change. I mean, everything's practically going to stay the same as of right now. You know, Biden's approval rating roughly still the same. The aggregate did go up for Trump in the five-way race quite significantly. He's ahead 2.5 points ahead of Biden in approval, which that may go down. That may actually go down. So just be aware about that because that may in fact go down now. So my election model, guys, just to let you know what I have right now for the election, according to my election model forecast, looks a lot different than what I just showed on the screen. And I'm actually going to go through it since there's so many people in here. I might as well show you guys what my election model basically is showing for the 2024 election. If you guys are new to the stream, we are basically going over Trump's guilty verdict and what that means for the election. So if you guys are new, make sure to go ahead and like the video, subscribe. Make sure to go ahead and follow the Twitter and join the Discord server in the description down below. And so if you see here, guys, right now, a lot of states, for example, Ohio is safe, Texas safe. You basically see, according to my election model, Donald Trump is up, in basically all the states that he won in 2020 by a safe margin, except for Nebraska second. You see him perform pretty well in some of these Appalachian areas. And not only that, you also see him win Iowa, Ohio, Florida, and Texas by all over 15 points. Now, you may be like, well, that's absurd. There's no way. Well, Republicans have gone from, just to give you an idea, have gone from an advantage of, Democrats have gone from an advantage of 82,000 votes of a Democrat to Republican advantage in 2020. And right now, the current data shows that Republicans are ahead by 850,000 votes in party registration in Florida. So that automatically puts the state at like R plus 10 automatically. And so now my forecast has it at roughly a 16-point victory. The aggregate has it at 10-11. Polling error in 2020 was a 5-point miss in favor of Biden. So that's not a crazy thing to say that would necessarily happen, but I definitely think it would be a very impressive victory for him. California is still going to be safe according to my forecast. Hawaii is also still safe Democrat. It's a 17.9 percentage point victory. We have DC, Maryland, Massachusetts, and Vermont going all safe Democrat as of right now. We also see Colorado go likely Democrat. We will also see, Washington and Oregon. Washington is a 12-point win for Biden. Oregon is a 9-point win. Illinois, according to my forecast, will in fact be a 7.8 percentage point victory. Connecticut, Delaware, Rhode Island, and New Jersey are all likely, including the state of New York, which is a 14.4 percentage point victory, according to my forecast as of right now, even though that new poll probably does shift the average by quite a bit. Maine's first is going to be safe Democrat as of right now, 22-point victory. Maine at large is D plus 2. New Hampshire in this scenario still goes Republican, though. It still goes Republican, albeit very narrowly. Still goes Virginia is around a 1.2 percentage point victory for Biden. So the new demographic should actually favor Trump there now. And North Carolina, we'll see that Donald Trump's ahead by 11.8 percentage points. Donald Trump in Georgia is ahead by 8.1%. If we look at Arizona, he's up by 7.5 points in Arizona. If we look at New Mexico, Biden's up by 0.1 percentage points. Today, a Democratic senator walked away. What do you mean by that? Maine populace says, does the verdict change Maine? Well, I think that white voters are going to probably start shifting away from Trump. Some white suburban voters, so Maine at large may be leaning a little bit more Democratic this year. It may be a tall task for Trump to flip this cycle as of right now. Maybe a pretty tall task for him to flip. If we look at Nevada, Trump's ahead by exactly 10 percentage points, according to my forecast. Wisconsin, he's up by 9.5 points. If we look at Michigan, he's up by 7.3. And if we look at Pennsylvania, he's up in Pennsylvania by 8.9 percentage points. Minnesota is a lean margin of victory for the former president. He's up by 1.2. And Nebraska's second is a 4.5 point victory for Donald Trump. So as of right now, even with the new demographics that I just updated, nothing is necessarily changing as of right now. The Pentagon says, can Trump still win after conviction? Yes, I definitely think he could still win, especially since this is more than likely going to energize voters as of right now in this election cycle. I think his voter base is going to definitely be, very energized. 100%. So this is crazy. Only in Dade, for those who live in Miami, only in Dade even posted. Only in Dade even posted about this and everything as of right now. We are currently at almost 4,000 views on this stream, which is insane. And I've only been going for about less than an hour. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to go ahead and drop a like. Make sure to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Make sure to follow the Twitter and join the Discord server in the description down below as of right now. And so we're going to be seeing this. This is absolutely crazy. We're going to be promoting. I'm going to go ahead and link this stream to my Discord server as or not my Discord server. I'm going to be linking it to my Instagram as of right now. So I will be still talking to you guys. So let's see this. Kristen Walkins, there's a video. Trump will get more independent support after this verdict. Trump needs to keep campaigning and doing interviews to keep his eye of the story in the public eye. Love you. Why do you say that? Do you mean to say he needs help while being president or to help him get elected? Also, do you reckon the judge will sentence Trump to jail or fine? Well, that's the part I'm conflicted on. You see, I don't know about that. I honestly couldn't tell you. And I'm not going to say that I know for certain what's going to happen. I cannot tell. I can't say that because that would not be correct of me to do so. But it is a possibility that he can go to jail. Emerson726 said, this is the first channel I sought out immediately after I heard what happened. Well, thank you, man. I actually greatly appreciate that. You know what? I'll actually literally just give him moderator because he said that. So I'll literally just give him mod. So Emerson726, you are now a moderator for the channel. So you can go ahead and type in there and whatever you got to do. If you see some people acting up, just go ahead and Super Pixel Taco says, I love your hat. You're speaking my language. Thank you. The Pentagon just subbed. Thank you very much. Southeast Michigan rail fan says, do people like someone more because they are crook? Well, it depends on what people believe about the verdict. Emerson726 says, thank you. You can go ahead. Where's the weakness going to be? What's likely going to deteriorate for Trump? I think a lot of college educated voters will probably stick to Biden. I think a lot of white suburban Democrats are probably going to stick to him, but I think overall independents are really not going to like this quite a bit. But my election forecast model still has Trump at 327 because there's no new polling for the verdict. So, but I'm going to go over something in a second so you guys could see what I think it's going to look like as of right now. So, give me 1 second. We're going to be going ahead and looking at this. Trump can probably pardon himself if he wins. You see, I've heard about that, but I don't know. I have to look into that. All I know is that he can technically serve from jail because theoretically he wouldn't the only way that a president could actually be stopped from like being president or running in that kind of fashion would be an impeachment from the House of Representatives and a guilty verdict in the Senate. That's pretty much the only way that would happen. And an impeachment actually made Trump more popular, by the way, just to let you guys know. An impeachment actually made Trump more popular. So we've already seen this before. We've seen this before. Now, it does seem a little bit more dire because it is an actual court of law and things like that. So it does look a lot worse on the surface. However, this is pretty similar to what an indictment or whatever you could have seen. So let's see what only in date in the comments says. Still voting for Trump, buddy. More people will vote for him now. Sad day for America. If you'll say you vote for him no matter what, are so confused, da da da. I will vote for him no matter what. Da da da. Everybody in here is New York is a scam of a state. Now I further understand why all my New York friends are leaving that horrible state. Y'all rather die to ever admit you're wrong about him. People too prideful, da da da. Trump 2024, make it 35 counts. That hair is criminal. Wow, that's messed up. He's coming for everyone. Let's go. He will still be president in jail. Lol. Trump just won the 2024 election. So it's very mixed reactions, but it does seem like more people in the chat think that he would probably end up benefiting from this. It does seem a lot of people will definitely be benefit. A lot of people are more leaning towards him from that. This is indeed very interesting. Bay Land says, "What do you think are the best things Biden could attack on in the debate?" Nothing. Biden has no issue to attack him on, except you're a convicted felon, and Trump could just hit him back. Like, to be honest, there's really nothing that Biden could hit him on of actual substance, of actual policy. Biden can't hit him on anything. Even abortion, Biden could be like, "You want to pass a national ban." And Trump will just be like, "I never said that. Like I said, the states could do whatever they want. And you even said that Roe v. Wade was a bad thing in the 90s. How could you forget?" Well, it looks like you might be forgetting everything. Like, he could literally just completely, like, absolutely just tank. Now, Trump, who, after guilty Trump verdict, who wins 2024 race? So let's go ahead and actually look. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna poll the chat so you guys can go ahead and answer this poll. And look at this. Thomas Kelly says, "On point. Do you see the poll? What poll are you talking about?" Simon AS says it won't change anything for those who already decided to vote for him. Independent support will be close to zero. Well, I don't think it would be zero, but we'll see. He can pardon himself. You see, I don't know about that. That I don't know. That I'm a little conflicted. I'm not 100% certain that he'd be able to pardon himself. That I'm not 100% certain on. Stay out of Michigan, all of you. She's mine. Okay. New York Hooks versus the world. Well, I definitely think Rich Bears poll, Trump up 2.5. When did that come out? They must have gotten all the respondents beforehand though. Gabbard doesn't approve of the conviction, saw on Twitter. Huh, interesting. 60 votes, and it seems like chat's pretty confident that Trump wins. Chat seems pretty confident that Trump wins with 63 votes. And so what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to ask, you know what? We're going to poll chat and see certain states. Who wins New Mexico? Let's see what chat thinks about New Mexico. I'm kind of curious to see what chat thinks about New Mexico. So, guys, there is a poll in the chat, so you guys can go ahead and vote on New Mexico, and we'll see what everybody thinks about that state. Oh man, let me see. Wow, okay, 61%. Oh boy, this actually helps him, not hurts him. I have a feeling the Democrats will overturn the election if Trump wins. And we'll see. We'll definitely see. I mean, it's a little bit conflicting. RG says I recently moved to a new state and I didn't want to get a new driver's license yet, so I wasn't going to vote. Now I'm certainly voting for. Oh boy, this is the only thing going to make him a stronger candidate. Trump said he's going to appeal it to Supreme Court. Which court takes the state of the U.S.? It would be I think it would be the United States Supreme Court. Which, not gonna lie, I mean, they did go for him 9-0 in that other case that he had. So, I mean, I don't know. I think a Supreme Court case would be interesting. Black Twitter's going wild for Trump right now. What do you mean? Like they're all like just raving about Trump or something like that? I may end up posting an election prediction today. So chat with 58 votes thinks Trump is winning New Mexico 60 to 40. Not the margin, but at least like the confidence level. Mike Cohen should be in jail because he said he stole money from Trump's company. Yeah, you see, like there's so many things in the trial that are just really iffy. Like, like what? Like, come on. Like, no way New Mexico's blue. It will be overturned. Guys, I can't say for certain that it would be overturned. I think it would be pretty hard, but we'll see what happens. We'll see, but it's definitely going to be an interest. It's definitely going to be an interesting election cycle for sure. And now election season is definitely starting early. You know, election season doesn't really kick off until after. Um, it doesn't really kick off until like July, August, but as of right now, seems like you're going to be seeing a lot of stuff going on now. If that poll that had Virginia tied is accurate, that could potentially really help Trump's chances of flipping it. Well, we'll see. We'll definitely see. I don't want to be too confident, especially since this is a very, unique circumstance. And I have said before that my election model may not be viable in a scenario like this. I mean, we'll look at polling data and see what happens, but right, we're gonna just have to wait for polling data. I mean, it's just that simple. But currently, right now, by projection, has Donald Trump at this margin as of right now. That is currently what we're looking at for this election model. It has Donald Trump at 327 electoral college votes to Joe Biden's 210 electoral college votes as of right now. That is basically what we're looking at, for the election. That is pretty much what we're looking at. I'd rather Minnesota because it has higher EVs. Just found out the news. What does happen to Trump really? Mr. Corky, probably Donald Trump. The sentencing is on July 11th, which is right before. Razzle says, "Are we cooked?" Basically, we're not cooked, but this definitely does throw a wrench in the system for sure. Dan says sentencing date is July 11th. Yes, that's correct. Um, I think Marken will do something in the sentencing to keep Trump in New York City. To be honest, Trump will probably have some probation or fine. Jailing him would bring chaos in the streets. Yeah, I don't think. I think it would be pretty insane if they actually throw him in jail. I think if they throw him in jail, it's gonna be pretty. Ooh, it's gonna be pretty interesting. Gold Complex. I'm gonna cover how this sham and dime is gonna boost Trump's numbers through the roof. He's gonna gain at least a few points nationally. Do you see his campaign donation crash? Dems are shooting himself in the foot. New York just got a few points closer. Oh man. Well, all right. You know what I'm actually gonna do?
Oh, hey, what's up? Hold on a second. Sorry, I got my audio back again. Apparent. What are you live streaming? I can't hear you on point if you're talking. Are you live streaming now or something?
Yeah, it's okay. There we go. Now my audio's back. There it goes. Okay. Oh, what's on my screen? Why is that? Why is that on my screen? Why is that on my screen? Why is that on my screen? All right. Hello. Hello. Muted again. Oh boy. Hello. I should be back. My audio says that it's working now, so I should be back. First off, he'll appeal a second. They'll give him a. Ronnie, are you there? Hold on. My stream completely just like froze. My stream completely just froze right now. All right. Well, clearly some stuff is not working. CNN anchor Jake Tapper, who will be moderating the Biden Trump debate, had this expression when they were finding out the guilty verdict. Oh man, look at his face. Guys, look at his face. Guys, look at his face. Look at this guy's face. Look at his face. Oh man. Guys, look at him. He is so sad. Oh man. Oh man, look at his face. Wow. Look at him. He is so upset. Oh, he knows. He knows. Look at him. He knows. He definitely knows 100% what this means. Oh, oh man, look at his face. Dan Slayton says, Master Lester, can you make a CT red just for a few seconds for my satisfaction? Connecticut red. Ah, fine. Just for Dan, just for Dan Slayton, I'll make Connecticut red for a few seconds. Just a couple seconds. Just to satisfy his brain, and we're putting it back to likely D now. All right, so because he knows it's over for the Dems. Print that on the bathroom wall. Oh man. I think I may. I okay. Well, if you guys are new, we are basically this whole string we're covering like Trump's indictment pretty much. We were covering the political effects for that. So guys, if you guys can go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, make sure to go ahead and drop why he looked like that W Lester. Okay. Guys, make sure to drop a like, make sure to follow the video or follow the Twitter, subscribe to the channel. Dan Slane says, thank you so much. Atlas tells, do you think this just gave him a huge sympathy vote for all those that found him guilty who were innocent? Well, we'll see, but put California as red. No, I'm not. That's not gonna happen. CCR 1970. I may have a misunderstanding or didn't hear it right, but Judge Jen Pro said that it can't and won't go to Supreme Court. I'm a bit confused on that part. Oh, that's interesting. I live in Connecticut. I really want to go red, but I don't think it ever will. Just of the many convictions to come. Can't wait for the rest. Oh, Great Bush is it. Okay. What are all of his counts to begin with? See, I don't even know. I don't even know. I smashed that like button. Thank you. CM. Okay. All right. CM. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. All right. You gotta stop. Oh man. Whoa. 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 What's? Oh. Why did my Discord just completely explode? Huh. Call in. I'm not gonna do the call in because when I tried doing it, it just completely like I don't even know what just happened. I don't know why these people on my Discord are trying to like I don't know what they're doing, but so pretty much, guys, right now, this is what my election forecast model is showing. Donald Trump at 327 electoral votes to Joe Biden's 211 electoral votes. So, guys, what I am going to do now is I'm actually going to go ahead and end the stream as of right now. I may possibly stream later with a couple people on the stream together. So I'll probably be getting a couple people to join the stream so we can talk about this further in depth later on. So please stay tuned to the channel. I am going to record my election prediction right now. So make sure to go ahead and like the video. Make sure to go ahead and subscribe. Make sure to go ahead and drop a comment down below. Follow the Twitter. Join the Discord server. So I am going to go record my election prediction right now. It'll probably be out within an hour or so. So I will see you guys very, very soon. And stay tuned for later tonight because I will probably end up streaming later tonight as well. This was sort of an emergency stream. I had this scheduled for like 10 p.m. and I had to stream now because of all this. So I will see you guys very, very soon.